Belle, Sumia, and Olivia will be part of the new hero summoning event, Elysian Travelers, that begins at midnight Pacific time. What an elegant group of heroes this is! After my
Yeah, that's right. August 20th, tonight at midnight. Man, I still wonder how that kind of happened. Poor old intern Coon. But then again, typos happen. I guess it's just something you gotta live with, right? Hi, nerds. So let's go over the Fae channel real quick. I'm gonna give you my impressions of it and just kind of explain what I'm thinking about it when it comes to this. I'm just going to give you the simple rendition. These units are all pretty interesting. Mainly, though, I'm really invested in July 29th with the new Grand Hero battle with Walmart, or Walmart, whichever you prefer to call him. He looks to be a really solid free-to-play unit. Great weapon, useful skills, and some good stats. All of that together means that it's going to be really great. And, of course, he's on a horse, so, horse teams will probably be able to take advantage of that even better. But let's just talk about the other things that are coming with this. Of course, we have the Fae Summer Celebration, which has a lot of, just outside of Fae being in a floaty, which is probably the cutest thing out there. But mainly, that we have quests, we have, login bonus, we have daily reward maps, Tempest Trial Plus, we'll get into that in a second, and daily summoning events. Now, the daily reward maps and all of that is really nice. It's going to give us a lot more orbs, which is definitely something better than what we've been having the past, maybe, month or two, where outside of some compensation orbs, most of it was kind of a bit of a drought outside of the daily logins. Now we're getting a lot more. You're going to get bonus daily logins. There's going to be 2 versions of that. That's going to last for about a month. Going to be reward maps. There's going to be Tempest Trial Plus and daily summonings. So, yeah, 2 orbs per day. There's 1 round and then another round. Then we have the daily reward maps, which I guess are based off characters from, the... I don't remember if that's Choose Your Legends or, a Hero Rises, but I'm pretty sure it's a Hero Rises. Either way, more orbs, more things to get, more fun stuff to have. So I guess that's pretty nice. And, it's going to be on the 2nd and running for 10 days. Now, the big thing here is with the Tempest Trials, we're getting a special one, or at least something kind of unique with this. And they're bringing back a slew of units from 2017, and I'm really happy to see this. Granted, it's not the fix I was hoping for, but at least it's something I get to get Tobin again. And, Clive is cool to have back. And all of these characters are going to be there. So, Black Knight, awesome. Arden, even better. And Joshua, there's one day in the future that I'm hoping that Joshua will actually get merges because these are all crazy. But, hey, they're bringing back the units. They're bringing them back completely. So, at least those who missed out on Tobin will get the chances to do that. I'm not too certain on how crazy it's going to be, but hey, I'll take it. Now, the daily summoning events, I'm honestly not too invested in. Some of them have some really unique units. Some of them are actually quite powerful, but all of them are usually mixed in with a bunch of other units. Granted, as you can see, there's Delthea and Alencia, which I believe was Deathblow, if I recall correctly, but then there's Flyer things. These are all previous summoning events, and... a lot of them don't exactly, they aren't exactly as amazing as the more recent summoning events that they've been having, where they brought out things like, we have Distant Defense coming up, and, bold fighter skills, which, bold, vengeful, all of that fun stuff. I can't wait for all of that. That's going to be fun. But, yeah, there's not much there that I'm really all that invested in, but if you happen to see a character that you're interested in, I say go for it, but just be aware that it's a daily summoning, and these are going to be swapped out quite a bit. So, Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the next version update. I'm just going to mention there's a new mechanic with Grand Conquest that allows you to, have rankings in your own army, and I believe also has a catch-up mechanic for those who are falling behind in territories. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too amazing either. It's just kind of something, I guess. Grand Conquest is starting on the 1st of August. Hooray. Now, the weapons. The weapons here are actually really good to finally see these 3 characters put in the forefront. are free units, the ones that are tied to the story, Sharina, Alphonse, and Anna, of course. And I will say I'm actually quite impressed with a few of their refines. Namely, Folkvanger. I don't think it would be wise to go with, his triangle adept thing. You'd probably want to go with something more in his defense or his attack, if you really wanted to, due to the fact that he gets brazen attack and defense 3 as a weapon, which is a huge improvement for him. Definitely something I think will be worth checking out for him. And we may actually see him off the bench for once, which is good, because he really needed it. Now, let's try and get Sharina, shall we? There we go. Now, Sharina Finsaler, I don't even know how to say that correctly, is kind of a unique one. It has, of course, a speed and defense bond, which, cool, I will take. And that is definitely a little bit more interesting than what she had. She also, of course, neutralizes foes' bonus skills and things like that. Not as impressive as Alphonse, but still a fairly competent and competent weapon. And of course, you don't have to go with that. You can also go and keep the neutralize effect. But I'm kind of sad that they didn't keep the, the defensive ability there. But, oh well. Can't win them all, right? Now, then there's, of course, Anna. And the less we talk about Anna, the better. I feel like she kind of got gypped a bit here. I mean, it's nice that she can move around wherever she wants, but I don't think it's really going to fix some of the issues that she's having. That's just me, though. Not too impressed with that. That's a few of the things that I'm not too impressed about. We also have an arena update, which I'm just going to skip because it's basically, hey, look, there's a new rank. It's Grand Summoner or Great Summoner. Woohoo! I'm so happy, and it just gives you a new currency or something. I'm not too sure what the heck is going on, or just gives you a crown, and that crown shows up on Faye in your castle. Whoopity freaking do. Now, and then of course, this one's also not really helping the situation. Arena, the problem with Arena is not so much that we have to use bonus units. In fact, this just kind of adds more to the problem, to me at least. And it doesn't really solve the situation that we currently have in Arena. Scoring and all that fun stuff is still kind of out of whack, and I feel like it would be better to maybe change how Arena functions in scoring, at least for, actually doing it. Because right now, the little interest I have in Arena has slowly gone down even further, and I don't want to do it. And adding more additional points to bonus units is just not going to fix the problem. I would prefer they try to make something more akin to a Tempest Trial-like system where, you get scores for, completing the maps and things like that in quicker time, and maybe not being so crazy with, all this other stuff like merges and stuff. Granted, BST, skills and passives, they have a place in there. I just don't think that this is going to be the adjustment we're looking for. Now, this is actually something I'm pretty excited about. I actually like the Forging Bonds idea because I like, I like dealing with supports and all that fun stuff. Those are the more exciting things that I enjoy when it comes to heroes and a lot of what's going, into heroes. So having the ability to actually have full-blown supports and it based around an event, hopefully we'll see more characters, obviously we're going to see more characters than the ones that you're seeing here, but I would really love to see them show up a bit more and, have these conversations. Bring back some of the older units, too. The ones that didn't really necessarily have the support systems, in there, because I like to see more character come out of them. Not that they don't have character, but I would like to, see them interacting more with characters, not only from their games, but maybe from others, just because it's kind of exciting and interesting to see. Unfortunately, right now, we have Awakening characters, which already had a support system in there. You get some accessories, you get things, it's just basically another event, and I'm okay with it. It's not too terrible. It doesn't look like it's going to be a bad idea. I enjoy it. It's going to be a fun one, but I'm a little disappointed that we don't really have much else going on. There's just Faye being weird. How dare you try to, you're not going to be able to keep us from spoilers, Faye. I'm sorry, but yeah. That's pretty much it. And I will say that when it comes to what we have here, there isn't exactly a lot to be crazy excited about. I still find it solid. It's actually probably one of the better Fae channels that we've had recently, considering like their anniversary one was just basically like 10 minutes of fluff with Fae and a cake and Effie eating it. But all in all, it seems to be a decent one at least. New events, new things. I was hoping for a little bit more. You get 20 orbs for just being a part of the new event. Hell, I'll take it, sure. But, I'm happy I got Sumiya, but there isn't much going on right now outside of that. Grand Conquest, ahoy! New weapons for the Asker trio and all this other stuff, but all in all, it's basically just, I feel like until we get to Choose Your Legends 2, we're not going to really have huge hype going on. At least we finally got to meet the prince that, came from Niffle, so I guess that's a plus. But I would love to hear your impressions in the comments below, guys. For now, well, I'm gonna get going. See you soon, nerds.